Okay, so now that you decided that you're going on a Euro trip, the next thing, I guess, is to decide whether you should get a Eurail Pass. Well, when I was deciding for my Euro trip, that's exactly what happened. So the first step that I did was to decide which countries I wanted to visit. So I had in mind Italy and Austria, and then I narrowed down the cities. So I had 7 cities I wanted to visit, and which means that I actually need to take at least 6 trains or 6 traveling days. So the next thing is really how much does a single ticket cost between each of the cities versus how much it will cost for a Euro Pass. So one really cool site I came across is Rick Steves' Europe website. Very useful. There's a lot of useful tips there, so I definitely suggest you to check it out. But this page especially, which I'll post the link in the description below, is especially useful because he provides little maps of each of these countries, and they tell you how much it'll cost in between each cities. So for instance, if I scroll down to Italy, I wanted to start off my trip in Rome and then go to Florence. So by looking at this map, I can tell that it'll cost roughly $50 US dollars. So now I go back to my Excel, and so I did this math already. So let's see. So basically I did the same procedure for each of these trips, and I came up to a total of $355 if I were to buy just single train tickets. Now I go back to the Eurail Pass website. So since I'm going to 2 countries, I will have to go with the Select Pass, and then I would select the Austria and Italy Pass. And if you scroll further down, they have the Standard Pass, which is what they always have. And since I'm taking 6 traveling days, the pass will cost me $371, which is, if we go back to the Excel, it is a bit more pricier than buying single train tickets. However, one really cool thing about Eurail is that if you're traveling with more people, and then you click on, we're traveling together, they give you a 15% discount. So with the 6 days, it only costs $318 per person, which is less than what would you buy as a single ticket. So if you're traveling a group, then great, it'll be cheaper. But there's another cool thing that Eurail has is that throughout the year they have this promotion that they have, which is to give you free travel days. So let's say I click on here. So usually I'm not sure if this button is here, but I think it's only here right now because there is a promotion going on. And if you scroll down, if you click back onto just the one person, one adult, so instead of the 6 days, you only need 5 days because they give you 1 bonus. And then you can see that the pass only costs $336. Now, with the same deal as, if you're going with traveling with someone all the time, you get the 15% discount. It actually comes up to $287, so even cheaper. So I wrote down a little summary table for you guys. So if we go with this trip, this itinerary, for instance, you can see that with the Standard Pass, the 6 days, it doesn't save a lot of money. But if you go on with, if you're traveling together and you come across the promotion, you actually save quite a bit. So overall, if you have that deal, for instance, you actually save $68 per person, which is quite a bit of money. So really, this is the way how I would go about calculating whether a Euro Pass is required or not. And for me, it did end up saving on our trip, but maybe in your case it might work or it might not. So here's the calculations that you need to do to get to make your decision. So hopefully this is helpful. And if you need any other information about Eurail, feel free to click on my other videos. Thank you.